Oh man, downtown Boston is it's great. I love it. It's old, it's historic. There are so many stories for it to tell. Today, since I'm really only in Boston for about 36 hours, we're kind of going to do the hop on hop off tour, see a little bit of everything and not spend too much time in one specific area. Yeah, that's kind of the plan for today. Got a really good recommendation for a place to eat lunch near Harvard, and I have a theory that the Hogwarts School foundables spawn more frequently at universities or schools, so I kind of want to put that theory to the test while eating a good hamburger. And gonna drop some dark detectors down, some ends, and I kind of just want to see what it's like to be in a place with a bunch of smart people, because I'm not one of those people. We made it to Harvard and we're gonna stop and grab some food to eat, but I do want to point out that yes, there are a plethora of the Hogwarts School traces around the campus. I don't know about directly inside the campus. We will investigate that a little bit further, but I do want to point out to anybody who might have had questions that when you look at the encounters, yes, the Hufflepuff students are the ones that are attending Harvard, just in case you didn't know. And now, as the leader, that I've freed one of my followers, my students from the ice confoundable that it was trapped inside of, you can see that that is 10 of 10. I have now released it, completed it in my registry, so I will go in to the Hogwarts School, finish out the Hufflepuff student, leaving. Not even leaving. Now we are going to rank up to 12 for Hogwarts. Going to get a runestone. Well, I think I got some scrolls out of that as well. Scrolls are going to be very important, especially with today's event that is started. So 4 scrolls and 7 years ago. No. I don't think that's what Abraham Lincoln said. I'm going to enjoy some lunch and then I'm going to go get smarter. I am now officially on the campus, and yes, 2 Magi-zoology items spawned, but there was also a Hogwarts School spawn here. So what I'm going to do is quickly try to trace this one. I don't even remember which one this is, but I don't need it, I can tell you that for sure. But I'm at a university, and really, this little low-level threat is going to resist my spellcasting. That's not cool. Let's see, and then it's gonna flee. So far, not good. I'm feeling rejected completely. If I go around and look, there are, you know, a few ends. Some magizoology, some dark arts. That must be the chemistry department. I don't even know if there's chemistry here, but it must be. And there's a fortress. So I'm gonna walk around. I gotta find Andrea, but she's somewhere around here. Wouldn't you know it, the library of all places is where we're going to get our first better than common spawn. It is the harp. That was not a complete spell, although Meteorologinx Recanto is probably one of the easier spells to cast. I know it wasn't evident right there. Oh, but typically, this is one that I can typically do. I'm short arming it. I can typically do this one one-handed and still get great or masterful. I don't know what the problem seems to be right now, other than I'm nervous. I'm nervous because I'm on the campus. But there we go. That should probably be masterful. Boom. Hopefully. No, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. Let's try this again. Also, should be masterful. Again, it was. Fingers crossed. And this time it worked. One thing that one of my viewers told me is the magical trail, if it stays red and black, the black is the evil, the confoundable spell on the foundable, and it overpowers your spell, and your spell is the more colorful of them. I don't have enough information to say that's not true, but I don't have enough information to say that it is true either. It seems to be plausible at worst. So the self-playing harp, I now have 8 of 12. I'm gonna go ahead, since I'm gonna be walking around this area, I'm gonna go ahead and get my spell energy first and foremost, but then I'm also, if I'm still in range, I'm just gonna light this thing up with dark oh, I drifted out of range. So I'm gonna go walk into range over there. Hopefully I make it back. And we're gonna continue to do some laps while I collect. Let's see what we get. A lot of magizoology spawning here on the campus, which isn't what I would anticipate being the case. I would actually anticipate the Hogwarts School to be the most prevalent of spawns, even without the flags being here. I haven't really walked around much of the campus yet. So, dark detectors down. I need to put one more down, and I'm going to continue my tour of Hogwarts. And we've had our first non-common spawn. Or was it the second one? Did we just have one? It's Tonks. I can't even remember. This is the 4th spawn I've had off of my dark detectors, and I can tell you that they have all been something different. I have seen more magizoology spawns in this location than anything else by a pretty significant number. Keep that in mind. It's completely unscientific, but worth noting that the most prevalent spawns are Magizoos. 4 spawns on dark detectors, all of them different, including 1 Magizoo. None for Hogwarts School. Keep that in mind. I was told in my dark detectors video that the dark detectors don't necessarily pull from a nest habitat that anything can actually spawn. So far that is holding true, and there's some more Magizoo. Still a lot of research to be done on this, but I'm starting to lean towards anything can pull. While I'm here, why don't I go ahead? I have 2 achievements that I want to take out. Walk 100K. Thank you very much for the juicy XP. I really should have put down a brain elixir. And before I go for that XP there, I'm going to go into my trunk, my vault, and I have 30 brain elixirs. Eee. I think I can afford to use one on this, especially for the 3,000. And I'm not even positive that you get credit on achievements with brain elixir. If it does, it works, and it tells you on the brain elixirs which ones you get. Also, while I'm here, I need to go to my dailies, and I have completed all of my dailies. I apologize if that wind, it just started kicking up. Some of these animations are a little slow. I'm not gonna lie, I would like to be able to hit that and it just get on with things, especially when I'm using dark detectors and brain elixirs that are on a time crunch, that would be most appreciated. And that's going to clear out all of that. I do have the one more task. Just want to do a quick dark detector check. Nothing there. And then I just have to claim my dailies. That is all complete. Like 28 minutes, there's probably 26 minutes left on my dark detector. I've had 4 spawns so far. I hope they get a little bit better, and let's continue walking around the campus. Yo, 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 look at this. Our first severe. Ooh, I'm not sure. I feel like I have this one already, but I'm not positive. I'm definitely gonna drop a potion in my strong extimulo potion. God, it takes me a second to set. And then it's Dawdell, not Dwaddle, Dawdell is what I was told for the other potion that you can use to keep foundables from fleeing. Hopefully, it's only a good cast. See the red with the black? I'm not gonna get this one. Really? Rip. That's disappointing. This is, I think it's spawn number, what did I say? Is this spawn number 7? Again, it's another Tonks. Expecto Patronum. Not a good Expecto Patronum. In fact, it was pretty poor. It was fair, which means not good in this game. I'm still a little salty about that last one ditching me on one try. It didn't even give me a chance. You gonna give me a warm-up? No. And as you can see, like the black spell following the red spell around, and every time that is prevalent, it's a no-go. The reason why I'm not trying harder on Tonks is because I've already finished all my Tonks for the book that I'm currently on. And did you notice how the bright color took over the black and red spell that was holding Tonks in the wrong space and time? As has been the case for the length of my dark detectors, completely random spawns. There's no pattern to them, no rhyme to them. High threat level, 3rd one, 4th one? Something like that. Again, this one is already filled out for me in my registry. I'd rather catch it just because I'm getting double XP out of it. I'm not gonna throw a bunch of potions and everything at it. If I catch it, I catch it. If I free it, I free it. And if I don't, well, it's just another one of the high threat levels that have gotten away from me. So this time we were successful. Can't tell how much time I'll add. I really hope that they add a way to tell how much time you have left on your dark detectors. Yeah. Magi Zoo, maybe, but I just for the record, I've not seen any Hogwarts students except for maybe the very first one when I came onto the campus. I think I recorded that. I'm not 100% sure, but while I'm here, I'm down to 36 spell energy, so I need to replenish a little bit of that. Because people have been asking me, what are these purple houses? And there's actually a name for them besides the purple houses, and essentially they're inns, and they're only going to give 3 spell energy. They belong in high density spawn areas, high density inn areas, and you can see just kind of doing a quick graze across my map here. It's pretty high density over here. I'm afraid we like have 8 minutes left, and I'm at 8, maybe 9 spawns off my dark detector. So that wraps up today's video from Harvard University, and probably the only time I'm ever going to be allowed in Harvard University, because it definitely wasn't my grades. I can say with almost certainty that being on a college campus had no effect on the spawns for Hogwarts students, because I got none, maybe 1, but other than that, none. And dark detectors, I put 3 down and had probably 10 spawns out of it, and they were all different. There were 4, maybe 5 of the high, and then the 1 severe that got away from me. Just to let you guys know what I've done in preparation for today's event is, if I will go down to my suitcase, look at the vault, you will see that for my potions, I have 8 potent, 10 extimulos, 7 strong, plenty of brain elixir, 7 healing, 4 dawdle draft. That's totally different. I said dawdle draught, and it's Dawdell draft. I was way off on that. And that is kind of what I've got ready to go for the special event that starts today. Depending on when you're watching this, it's already started. If not, it'll start in a few hours. That's all I've got for this one. That's a mouthful. So until next time.